Summer mode right now, so we're moving a little slow, but welcome to our council meeting for July 9th, 2019. I'll call this meeting to order, and I ask that Assistant City Manager Vaughn Sullivan to come forward and lead us in the pledge, and Ward 5 Christine Allen will be leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand.
Puts us one step closer to heaven, but I don't think it works that way. Would you bow with me, please? Gracious Lord, we're blessed to be in this community tonight, Lord, and being before your throne. And we're blessed to have these men and women who serve on this council to be here tonight to conduct the business of this city, Lord. We ask your discernment and your wisdom be upon them. Father, that they make decisions that are for the good of the whole, so that we can continue to have a thriving and prosperous community. Lord, we thank you for the beauty of this day, the blessings that you bestow upon us. Father, continue to be peace and comfort to those men and women who are sacrificing all over the world, protecting this nation. Father, I ask that you give their families while they're away serving us peace of mind as well, and those who are serving domestically as well, Lord. Father, we thank you so much for your Son, Jesus. We don't have the words to express the gratitude that you have shown for us through his death on the cross. Thank you, Jesus, for being willing to go. We ask this in your Son's holy name. Amen.
Thank you. I hope everybody had a good 4th of July, Independence Day. We had a great celebration out at Joe B. Barnes Park. Probably had 10,000 people present for our fireworks display and orchestra. It was a great time, and it just keeps going, getting better and better each year. And again, I need to send out thank you to all the staff and city employees that pulled all that together, and we just got the best employees anywhere in the state, and they do a phenomenal job. And if you drove by the park the next day, you would have never known that we had anything out there. It was fantastic. So with that being said, do we have any community-related announcements or anything going on? Ms. Eads? What?
Sorry.
Wow. Anyone else?
Yes.
Christine?
Yes. There is a youth leadership summit. It's called Sharing a Vision, and I am hosting it with the invite of the speaker, Mr. Robert Craner, and he will be teaching young people from the 13 to 17-year-olds how to be leaders in our community and be professional, just teaching them a lot about being leaders and hopefully leading other people, young people in our community. So it's going to be a great summit, and it's going to be Thursday, July the 25th, from 1 to 3 p.m. at the Midwest City Community Center. And I would like for all of the youth of Midwest City to please, come out. Parents, bring your daughter, son out, 13 to 17, to participate in this motivational, very positive, and leadership summit. And that is the 25th of July from 1 to 3 at the Midwest City Community Center. Thank you.
Not really a public announcement, but we do have a council member that's not here tonight because he had surgery. Pat, knee replacement. And just because I like to embarrass some people, we have a new gentleman in our office that was just promoted. Paul?
I'll announce that.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I wanted to embarrass him.
We're going to embarrass him.
But Pat is
He's
doing
already
well.
ready.
He gets out of the hospital tomorrow.
Okay.
Pat, get well. Tell him to get
Yeah,
well.
and as Sean said, Paul Streets come up to the podium.
Paul Streets, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks for reading.
Paul has come up through the ranks. How many years have you been with Midwest City? 25 years, and he has advanced through the ranks in Midwest City from stormwater manager to stormwater sanitation to assistant public works director, and now Paul is our new public works director. Thanks, Paul. Looking forward to it. Other announcements, community announcements, July 11th, a reminder, we have the sensory night from 6 to 9 p.m. at the community center, and that is geared towards autistic children. So please, families with autistic children, please bring them out. It'll be a very nice event. July 16th is Splash and Dashed. It's a biathlon style event for kids 7 to 12. Kids will swim and then jog in the park, that's my understanding, and receive goodie bags. Pre-register on the city website. I got that right? Whoever. Okay. July 20th is Cruising for Coffee at Santa Fe Steakhouse, 8 to 11 a.m. If you haven't ever gone to that event, there will be at least 40 or 50 or more cars that are anything from antique cars to really cool Corvettes and other sports cars there. It's a neat event to take your family to. August 2nd is the Family Friday at Town Center Plaza, and September 2nd is our doggy paddle at Reno Swim and Slide. Sales tax report for the month of July is a good report for the city of Midwest City. Our sales tax was down just a little bit, but year over year, but our use tax was up significantly, over $100,000. So compared to prior year with sales and use together, it was up about $63,000, 1.81%, and compared to our projection that we use for our budget, it's up $120,761, which is about 3.5%. So thank you to everyone in Midwest City that shops Midwest City. It supports your municipal departments and your police and fire. So thank you very much. And Mayor, that's all I have.
Okay, great. Yes, ma'am.
The Oklahoma Firefighters Water Drive and Positive Tomorrows, which is a school in Oklahoma City for homeless children, is having a hygiene products drive associated with the School Losers Car Show also. So ultimately, donate water, donate hygiene products for the Nancy Plan. Again, July 29th, 9 to 2 o'clock.
Great.
And I would like to put a shout out to everyone that worked at July 4th's Tribute to Liberty. It was, as the mayor said, we had 10,000 people in the park, and our staff just did a great job. Everyone from police and fire to the street department and all the other people that participated from our staff. So it was a great event. Jill, thank you for the hospitality area that you hosted, and we got to bring the military and their families, and they were very, very complimentary and thankful for that event, so thank you.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely, it was a good event. Like I said, it keeps on getting better and better every year. All right, well, we've got a relatively short agenda, so hopefully we'll be closing doors on this sucker about 7 o'clock. So we'll go into our consent agenda. These items are placed on the consent agenda so the council by unanimous consent can approve routine agenda items by one motion. If any item proposed does not meet the approval of all council or members of the audience wish to discuss an item, be pulled or be removed and heard in regular order. With that being said, Chair to entertain a motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention, motion carries. We go into our discussion items. Number 1, we are to take no action. It has been pulled. Number 2.
Number 2, discussion item, discussion and consideration of approving an amendment to pay Midwest City's share of the Central Oklahoma Master Conservancy District, COMCD, financing with the Oklahoma Water Resources Board to pay for infrastructure repairs as set out within the 3-member city contracts with COMCD. Midwest City's portion being 40.4%, or approximately $2,713,847. We have staff here to address any questions that council might have.
No, sir, it is not a public hearing.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor, indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention, motion carries. We do have an addendum to discussion items, item number 3.
Discussion and consideration of supplemental budget adjustments to the following fund for fiscal year 2019-20. Increase of 2018 GO Bond Municipal Authority Fund Revenue Intergovernmental, 47,550,050. Expenses, John Conrad Regional Golf Course for the 5,050,000, 5,050,050.
Any questions or discussion on this item?
On the subject, but maybe not. One of the things we talked about this, one of the reasons that we'd hired that outside contractor was for transparency stuff. Is there going to be a website? This was Susan's question to me. Is there going to be a website that people are going to be able to address this with and look and follow how we're coming along on these GO bond issues?
Yep.
Bond just advised me, just so that we're all on the same page, there's gonna be an update provided on GO bond issues at the next council meeting, and then they're gonna just slide that right on over onto the website, so it'll be
Okay.
readily available for everyone, so.
Yeah, there is a spot on the website now. It just needs to be updated.
Okay. But so, just to let everybody know, we will be able to go, and if the paper wants to say something, they'll be able to go and look online and follow where the GO bonds projects are coming along.
Yes.
And we're fixing to turn dirt on a bunch of them.
Right. Well, the transparency is one of the things that we all talked about.
Sure.
And Susan brought it up to me, and it was important to let the citizens know.
Well, that being said, any further discussion on this item? Chair to entertain a motion.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor, indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention, motion carries. Ladies and gentlemen, we move into new business public discussion of our agenda. Does anyone have anything to bring before the council? Hearing none, we are hereby adjourned. I'm sorry, we do have a further information item on the RTA Board of Directors meeting. And that will come, I'm assuming, in the form of a written report back to the council.
Yes, sir. There should be something in the packet that was included that show what the minutes were and just the agenda that's on there. If you'd like something more than that, we go to the meetings that are once every month or 2 months, depending on.
All right.
So this is just information from that meeting. But if you'd like
Okay.
something more, just let me know and I'll be glad to try to get something.
Okay, thank you. No further items. We are hereby adjourned. I'll call to order the Midwest City Municipal Authority. We do have a consent agenda on this agenda. These items are placed on the consent agenda so the trustees, by unanimous consent, can approve routine agenda items by one motion. If any item proposed does not meet with the approval of all trustees or any member of the audience wish to discuss an item, be removed and heard in regular order. That being said, number 2 will be pulled and we'll be taking no action, so there's only one item on the consent agenda, and I would entertain a motion to approve.
To approve.
A motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention, motion carries. We do have one discussion item on the municipal authority.
C1, discussion, consideration, and approving an agreement to pay Midwest City's share of Central Oklahoma Master Conservancy District, COMCD, financing with the Oklahoma Water Resources Board to pay for infrastructure repairs as set out within the 3-member cities' contracts with the COMCD, with Midwest City's portion being 40.4%, or approximately $2,713,847.
Any discussion? Chair to entertain a motion. Motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor indicate by saying aye. Opposed? Abstention, motion carries. We now move into the new business public discussion. Does anyone have anything to bring before the authority? Hearing none, we are hereby adjourned, and I call to order the Midwest City Memorial Hospital Authority. Again, we have a consent agenda, and these items are placed on consent agenda so the trustees, by unanimous consent, can approve routine agenda items by one motion. If any item proposed does not meet with approval of all trustees or the members of the audience wish to discuss an item, it will be removed and heard in regular order. And I would entertain a motion. I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor, indicate by saying aye. Opposed? Abstention, motion carries. We do have one discussion item, Mr. Lyon.
Discussion item C1, discussion and consideration of action to reallocate assets, change fund managers, or make changes in the statement of investment policy guidelines and objectives. We need no action tonight.
No action needed on the discussion item. With that being said, we'll move into the new business public discussion. Does anyone have anything to bring before the hospital authority? Whoa. Hearing none, we are hereby adjourned. I think we just set a record. We're done. Thank you all for being here.